Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Zoozoobab and welcome back to some more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Today I am bringing you the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh Fight Club. This is a series in which 8 people will go head to head in multiple duels to see which one of us is the best. In this series we have Richie, Xylo, Mario, Boatnose, DTM Shadow Slayer, Dan or Kratup, DXMinecraftGuy and myself. We're all participating in this, and we have basic rules set for this. We have the draft will randomly assign each duelist a card type. Your deck must only contain monsters, fusions, rituals, exceeds and synchros of that card type. So for example, if you got given Beast, then you're only allowed to use Beast monsters. Some other rules, we must keep to the current Yu-Gi-Oh TCG ban list, as of the 2017.6 TCG ban list that is. We are not allowed to use pendulum monsters. You can use a side deck full of cards which are allowed to change before each duel weekly. And trap monsters will also count towards your typing. So for example, if you got given Aqua type monsters, you are able to use Paleozoics. Those are the basic rules out of the way. For my deck I got given Sea Serpents. So what I have gone for, as you can clearly see, is a Atlantean Mermail mix. Of course we have 2 Poseidon the Atlantean Dragons, boss monster of the Atlanteans, just a solid monster in general, whether I get him out with his regular summoning method or not. We also have Mermail Abyss Lead, which is rather difficult to bring out for me, but when the times arise I can summon him, and provided I have my 2 equipped cards in the graveyard, I can add at least one of those. Then we have Abyss Megalo, the most reliable monster in this entire deck, which I only put at 2 because starting out a whole hand of 3 Abyss Megalos is not good for me. We have 2 Atlantean Dragons, as I'm only allowed 2 because they are semi-limited, but they are also part of the main play in which the deck focuses around. I have 2 legendary Atlantean Tritons. These are just either discard material or they can be used in order to summon forth Poseidon the Atlantean Dragon. I don't really use those that much. Atlantean Marksmen and Atlantean Heavy Infantry are also discard targets. They target either a set down card or a face up card, respectively. Atlantean Attack Squad is just a generic good beat stick, provided another Sea Serpent is on the field. Reese the Ice Mistress I can use for either a tuner monster or I can just use for a defensive wall in order to stall, because most people won't be running level 3 or lowers. Deep Sea Diva is mainly the monster I want to summon out my Neptibus the Atlantean Prince, and in the case that arises I could summon out Heavy Infantry to get another normal summon, and potentially summon Poseidon out to the field. And then we have Neptibus the Atlantean Prince. The whole deck revolves around this monster right here. To send one Atlantean monster from the deck to the graveyard, purely Atlantean Dragoons, and then add 1 Atlantean monster other than Neptibus to your hand, and with Atlantean Dragoons I get to add any Sea Serpent monster from my deck to the hand, so that's where Abyss Megalo comes in. And that sets up for many different kinds of OTKs. And then for the spell cards we've got Moray of Greed, which is pretty much just Pot of Greed but for water monsters. We also have Surface to special summon a level 3 or lower Sea Serpent from my graveyard. Terraforming, which will get me out at Legendary Ocean, which is just a generically good field spell for any water deck. Salvage will get me 2 of my 1500 or less attack monsters from my graveyard back to my hand, which are able to discard targets from this Megalo. I've got Mystical Space Typhoon at 1 and 2 Twin Twisters. I didn't want to run 3 because I don't want to discard my entire hand, and Mystical Space Typhoon is just a generically good destroyer of back row. Water Hazard will allow me to gain an extra summon in the turn in which I don't have any monsters on the field, so I can summon a Deep Sea Diva in defense mode, or I can summon Atlantean Prince in defense. And then I have my Abyss Scale of Mizuchi and Satus, which are searchable by Abyss Megalo, and I can equip them to him just to boom him up to 3200 attack. I've been over a Legendary Ocean. I have Spiritual Water Owie, which can easily screw over any opponent. As soon as they draw I can activate this, tribute a water monster, and just send any card in their hand to the graveyard, which will get me a peek into their hand to see what traps they may have, or see what plays they may be going for, so I can prepare myself for them. Quaking Mirror Force is just a generically good back row card, just to stop any attacks and flip all monsters face down. It's just so broken, it really needs to be either banned or limited. Breakthrough skill, just to negate any effects. Scrap Iron Scarecrow to negate one attack and then return it face down. Forgotten Temple of the Deep also acts as Yumi, which is good, but I can banish one card once per turn, and during my next end phase it returns back to my field, which is good to protect my monsters if I want to keep them around. Abyss Sphere will summon out another Mermail monster. Usually I summon Abyss Lead with this effect. Solemn Strike and Solemn Warning do practically the same thing, just negating a summon really. Then onto the extra deck, I've got Brionac, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. I can discard any number of cards to the graveyard, target the same number of cards my opponent controls, and return those to the hand, which is really good against many decks, specifically like Dark Magicians and Blue Eyes. When they get returned to the hand, they pretty much can't do anything. Sea Dragon Lord Gishilnadon. Jeez, I can't speak today. This is just another, this is just my level 5 Synchro, because there's like no other Sea Serpent Synchros. And then my extra deck is just filled to the brim with other Sea Serpent Xyz monsters that I never really get out. Abyss Dweller is probably the main monster I would want to get out, because he can buff my attack, and also I can negate a graveyard activation effect. And that is my deck list done for today. And I will go on to the duel now.
Alright, so we should be good. We should be starting now. Alright. Let's see who goes first. Guess I'll go first then.
Ooh.
Hello, Zoo, you there?
Hi, I am here. Hello. I am.
Yeah, got me worried there for a second. Alright, I think I'll summon this guy first. Ooh, I gotta turn off this.
Oh, Dark Worlds.
Alright. Yep. Curious to see what your sea serpents are. Like, mine are fiends.
Ooh, that's neat. Activate Water Hazard.
Ooh, okay.
And with it, I can special summon a monster since I control none. So come
Okay.
Neptibus. Withers of
Yeah,
Frost.
I thought you were going to use Atlanteans. Like,
Yeah.
that's usually what sea serpents do.
Yeah, it's like the only archetype in Sea Serpents.
Mm-hmm.
So I can send my Dragoons to add to my hand my Infantry.
Okay.
And then Dragoon's effect will activate, allowing me to add Abyss Megalo to my hand.
Ooh, alright.
And then his effect activates, allowing me to discard these two to special summon himself.
Hmm.
And these two have nifty abilities.
You're gonna destroy all my stuff, huh?
Yeah.
So rude.
And very rude.
Okay.
So I can use his effect. And now that's so Abyss Megalo can attack twice.
Oh.
Do you have Karibo in your hand?
No. Oh, you seriously gonna finish his first turn?
I'm sorry. Atlanteans are very OTK focused.
Wow. Alright, well, that was a game.
That was a good hand for me.
Alright. And you guys choose who goes first.
I'll let you
Maybe
go
I should have
first.
chose second.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well, at least this time I won't lose. Play 1 day apiece.
Ah. And that has been your downfall.
And my hand isn't really good this time either.
I got a Mystical Space Toughen, I can do that.
Oh, okay.
And I have a Legendary Ocean.
Alright.
And I have Neptibus.
Again.
Yeah. Just to fill up my field, because I can't do anything.
This is like the
else.
almost the exact same hand time.
My deck revolves around Neptibus, really. If I don't get him out first turn, I'm pretty much screwed.
Hmm. You know what? Just, yeah, why not?
Ooh. I
Why
can
not?
Punish cards. Okay. I'll add Mizuchi to my hand. And this will allow me to grab another Abyss Megalo. I'll do that. And I can attack, but I can't inflict battle damage.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I'll set this one and end my turn.
Alright. Draw. Play this. And
Yeah.
wait, what the heck just happened?
Mizuchi, when you activate a spell card, I can destroy this card and negate it. Well, it's not I can, I have to.
Oh. Set that card face down on my turn. Can't do much with it.
Yeah, I'll just activate this thing's effect. Get back this thing. And then just attack.
Yep. Can't get out any of my good cards. My hands have been so bad the first times.
Alright.
Yep, that's game. It's not fun.
It's never fun with Atlanteans. So guys, I'm very sorry that this episode was so short. It's just Atlanteans. Very overpowered. Thank you guys so much for watching this first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fight Club. Be sure to check out the next one coming very soon. Coming next week, in fact. Next Wednesday. Check it out for then. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.
You will see me flying high, staring into your